This conference will now be recorded.
Share screen. Yeah, I think we discussed till now. You know what is Pega? How they build Pega tool? How to install Pega software? And what is the Pega process from starting to end any real-time project also? You know that is called software development lifecycle, the stages. And what are the roles are there? How to create the account on the Pega platform? What Scrum Master is doing here? What project man is doing here? BA, tester, and LSA lead system architect here. And what is Jira tool? What is Agile methodology? How you are getting the task from the lead? You know that using of Jira tool. Who are not working in the IT industry, I'm just telling these terminologies. If working people is fine. Then how you can deploy Pega application? You know that whole application or is existing application. How to create? We are going to start from the scratch. How to create the new application on the Pega platform? What are the inputs are required? The enterprise class structure, how it is created for an application, you know that. As we have application will have three layer structure: presentation layer, business logic layer, database layer. We have three rooms for your application, for all applications, not for your application alone. How to construct this each room layer, you know that. For that already Pega is after giving of these inputs, Pega created the base foundation structure, that you know how it is created by using of class rule main and rule set. So they are the things, and how to generate the documentation, how to give the estimation. They are the points we discussed till now. Till we didn't discuss our role. From today onwards, we are going to see that. So we have the meeting. Scrum Master, who will arrange? Scrum Master will arrange the meeting with all team members. So already the plan is ready, the requirement is ready. The B and BJ business analyst people assigned to the Scrum Master. Scrum Master will be assigning your lead. Now need to are assigned to you by the lead or Scrum Master. Both will take care. So we have the Agile methodology ceremonies. Ceremony you can call this concept. There's four types: sprint planning, sprint review, daily stand-up meeting, and sprint retrospective. Please note the 4 points. So I'm the Pega only. I don't want these all things. Don't think that way, please. You have to know each everything. Okay, there are four types of ceremonies. Generally, we can call agile ceremonies. Four types: sprint planning, daily stand-up meeting, sprint review, sprint retrospective. What is that? Please check it on that. Is all done right now. I mean, first part is done. sprint plan. Second part is right now every day we have daily stand-up meetings. Every day will be there. What you done that? We need to give the update status either morning or evening. Daily only 15 minutes here. That even the status meeting. Okay, daily with all team members, Scrum Master will conduct. This is their responsibility. Lead also will join, project manager also will join. Only it won't take more than like 15 minutes. Finish. We have to tell fast what is task and status. Task and status. They will update it. Either the Scrum Master first main the response the Scrum Master only. So okay, what is Madhav your task and tell me what is the status. Task and status. So we have to tell quickly and we have to close the call. Daily stand up. So now we are there that in that position. The first one they're assigning the task to you. That is Jira tool. Everybody knows that. Who don't know that, I told you already. Please from day second, third class onwards, I told you please check it in the YouTube. What is Jira tool? How we can use Jira tool? You can get it through video also. So through that, they will assign the task. You need to open that. There we can have the start date, end date, everything will be there. How many days? User stories points. 3 points, 5 points. For each point means you can consider it should be 6 to 8 hours. It should be 6 to 8 hours each point. For example, 3 means should be there 20 to 30 hours. So that will be the decide the points. Easily to talk about that instead of we can say 30 hours. We can get 3 points. Then that should be easily for us, right? 24 hours numbers will be high number, 3 points. So we need to give the easy terminology for the everyone. So whatever, so actually Agile methodology they follow Fibonacci series means is a complex. I want make easy. Whatever the model complex model, they will divide small. Still the very complex again they will do small parts. So finally they want make the very small parts. We need to assign to you. I don't want to assign the complex things for you. So they will follow that is the formula. Now they assign tasks to you. Good. You all lead. This is a sprint one started. We have 3 weeks time. We need to deliver these all the things because can we deliver within 3 weeks? Just assume that I'm expecting 3 weeks means that work is a piece of work, a bit of work, a very small work only. We're not giving a complex and because who is giving this is our employees only. They know otherwise this all everything will be approved by the client. So it will be a huge work and less time. Then it will impact our organization, not by you. What will happen for you if you want you can release, you can go some other but it will impact your organization level. It will the project will move to some other organizations. So you don't worry about that. That all they know that. So 3 weeks we need to deliver means that work hours will be less only. So according to maybe each sprinter should have maximum like time in 9 to 12 maximum before below 15 years user stories are there. Okay, below 15 user stories are there. So this below 15 user stories, below 15 user stories. So according to if we have 5 members, they will divide for everyone 2 3 user stories, all developers. And now my team 5 members are there. So one small, one medium, based on and one complex. Our junior people are there, senior people are there. Senior people will assign to the complex. Junior people will assign a simple and medium level. So that will decide based on the lead will decide on that. Okay, finally they assign to you your story. Now one more thing, sir, they assign directly. So can I understand? But you join newly, I understand you. You already existing employee. There is one more thing is there. Grooming session. Grooming. Grooming sessions means before assigning to you, they have they will give KT for you about coming future requirement. So they will give the sessions, demo presentations. This is coming going to future coming the requirement. So we are giving the sessions to understand the requirement. That is called grooming session. Just say that even we can involve in the grooming session for the future sprint. Maybe your new employee that's understand they will give KT, no doubt on that. Okay, if you're new employee, they will give the KT, and you have to understand the requirement. Generally, if you don't have time, also come on, do it fast. You understand that they will give some high level KT and they will assign immediately. But what their intention means, at least you can try something. You can do. Who knows that? That's why they can think it. Don't think it if you're not done well. Mean immediately they won't think it. You're not done the performance. Immediately they won't think it here because as my concern here, I need to deliver. I don't have resources, so okay, I want to do fast. Maybe you can see that I need to test you. Maybe you can able to understand quickly business functionality and you can deliver technically. So that is I'm just thinking about you. So don't think it as protocol. We need to give the KT for the about the project is business requirement level, not technical. I'm telling you, business requirement level. Then after that, they need to give high level technical also because technical also if you give that quick understanding, it will be better for you. Otherwise, you need to analyze everything, right? So this is as a protocol. They have to give the both KT. Then only they have to assign the user stories require assignments. Then you need to do that. Jared, this is the follow protocol everywhere. But sometimes, sir, they're not giving directly the assigning means you should understand them situation. Okay, but done well, best good. If you do well, good. But still, like facing problem that will be there initially. Even me also, I'm the senior percentile. But if you're assigning suddenly, I don't know anything project. If they assign the years to what I have to know because tech Pega, but I don't know business requirement, right? How I know that suddenly I join one project here, they assign to me user story, what I can do? They have to tell something that different terminals will be there. I don't know what is that. Something they will use say QCs, AC, BC, some sort short like terminologies. What is meaning of that? I know Pega, I don't know, right? So for that, if you not understand the requirement, again will meet our lead. Lead will have the scrum master. Scrum master both will give you guidance, and maybe they'll assign you again some particular person BA. They will explain it to us. This is the way generally. Okay, now, but don't think it like this is the protocol generally. But suddenly they assign to you story means you should understand the situation. That's why they assign to you directly. Now, so you understand that you attended grooming sessions, you understand the business requirement. So first you have to read the document here. Without reading, without understand the requirement, don't cover directly. I can do within 2 days. Don't even tell that you are. I will finish task within 2 days without understanding anything. That's very danger actually. Your career will be danger in that project level. So you if you tell that some account, but if not done within the account, then is a problem for you. So I have to understand. Still, if not until without understanding the requirement, I can't tell them about my estimation time. First, I need to understand the requirement, then only I can tell you. Without understanding how you can say, just say that, not a problem. That will be good for your career also. I mean, your job also safe. So now understand the requirement. First, read the user stories multiple times until understanding that requirement. Still, maybe you 5 to 6 hour, but 5 times you definitely if you read, then you will get something knowledge, right? Still, there is some gaps will be there. Just note all the gaps, and we have the just contact your lead. This is what I understand, and then questions our lead also seems like a busy only. But what we have to do? This is we need to follow protocol, right? If you have any question, I can contact directly my managers. That is the protocol. We need to follow that. So then, who will help? If you ask our team members, right, they will say that I'm busy. So why should I go that way? So we'll direct will go for protocol. Then they will arrange that. Then we'll explain you what I understand that, and still what are the gaps I can explain them. So they will explain you. Then otherwise they will send to some particular be a person. Then who written the user stories, they will explain you clearly. Once you understand that, what you understand? First of all, in that requirement, first you see that is there any case types. What do you mean that? Process flow, workflow, business object. How you decide it is a workflow or not? Very simple verse. Is there any work? Is there any action they are doing step by step with single person or multiple persons? That is, we can say easily key. This is the key point to identify that it is a workflow, process flow, or case type PEGA terminology, or you can say business object. In our requirement level, is there any case types, any process flow, how to identify is there any work and action they're doing step by step properly with single user, single actor, or multiple actors. That is a easily we can say this is a process flow, is a workflow that we can call PEGA terminology as a case type. It's a case. Even Amazon, Flipkart, when you raise the product, some purchase something, then it will be case will be created. The ID will be there. We can track by using of case set. We can track the status also where it will be there. Okay. It means that in that you land that is a you decide is a case. It is a process flow. In that how many actors are there? Each actor what they're doing the action. That action how they can do using of screens. In the screen what are the input fields are required means properties. Is there any front end validations? Is there any business conditions? So each action I want to save, so I need the tables for every actor. You need to analyze the requirement like this step by step. This is a common standard syntax also. Any is not only Pega, Java, .NET, everywhere you can go. What is the functionality? What are the functionality means? Functionality you can call other terminology here we can call process flow. Forget about the we'll talk only Pega. So what are the process? How many? Who are the actors will be involved here? Each actor what they're doing here. That action how we can do, how he can perform. We need screens, pages. In page what are the inputs are required? What are the validations are required? This information I want to say the back end. What are the tables are required? This is called routing. So once you done the first actor, then you'll move to second actor. This is called how it is moving the stars to second actor. This is called routing structure. I want generate any reports. Maybe this application is connecting some any different application. I'm getting services and providing services. That's called third party application. First consider about the core application. Is there any case types? What are the screens are required? What are the properties are required? What are the validations are required? What are the business conditions? Are there any business conditions? What are the tables are required? So they are the main core application. Analyzing the requirement, one they given that is there this kind of requirement. Once it's completed, then go for additional requirement. There are any expecting they want run any process at particular schedule time. Okay, schedule time. So they're expecting I want run some process at particular schedule time means we need to use some agents, queue processor, job scheduler. Queue processor and job scheduler. You know that. You don't know how to apply, but you know now feature. Feature you know that, but those feature how we can develop you know that using of this queue processor, job scheduler or agents we can apply that. Okay. What about integrate? Is there any reports I want generate? We should use report definition rule. Is it related to any background process? Or is there any your requirement is related to any reports? I want to create and generate the reports kind of requirement. No, maybe my application need to connect some other part application, the third part application, external application. Is it integration features? Integration features. So
Next,
like this, you need to, yeah, someone saying that, yes,
service
yes,
to
yeah, say
connectors.
something. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we'll talk. Yes, integration, you know, what are the rules are there here, how to handle integration rules, connector service, well, connectors. So, like this, first you need to analyze the requirement. For that requirement, how to achieve by using a Pega tool, you need to think it about technically what are the rules I have to use. You need to note these points. High level, this is the requirement, this is the reports requirement, okay, report definition rule. This is the background process agents. This is the integration document, okay, so it's getting services, consuming services, providing services. Okay, it's connector rule and service rules, integration rules. Okay, only process flow. Okay, very simple. Our core application means what are the rules are there. Like this, we need to analyze the requirement first, understand it. For that one, implement and achieve and developing what are the technical things is required by using our Pega tool. Need to note all the rules. That is second step. Any validations, any conditions, then I need to save the data. This is the common, right? Then one more thing you forget, security. I won't maintain any security for that, restricted the security for the based on the roles, actors. Amazon, we are the users. Users will order something. So then next person agent, then order people, ship something different. Different actors will be there. Those are based on the actor. They have the different access. We have only limited access. So I need to do the how we can restrict the scale by it. So we need to think it about security, core, integration, security, background process, reports. Like this, we need to analyze the requirement. When you plan to think about that, then everything is easy. First of all, you got the some solution. Maybe some errors will be there, how to do that. But finally, you understand the requirement. For that, how we can achieve, you have some idea, key points, you got it by the Pega tool. And now, once you've done that, you need to start to implement. So now your application ready, then it is assigned for all the developers also. Developers will have the access and the assign user stories. We need to start that. As I told that, that now application is ready here. You have application is ready right now here. Now we need to start the development. First, mainly, why you came for Pega to make automation process. Where it will be there, that is called process flow, workflow. First, I need to inside the application will have number of services. It's not a single service purpose to not create the application. We have multiple applications, multiple services inside the application. That's how first we need to declare and implement. So that is inside the application we need to make again separate templates, separate rooms. Within the business logic layer we have multiple again subrooms are there, subparts are there, sublayers are there. Because I don't want to combine the all the things within the single template, single platform, single business logic. This will be, what will happen. For example, account, as we have the loan application, I want account process, I want new account or saving account, current account, debit card process, credit card process, transaction process, and checkbook process, password generated process, then loan, different type of loans. These are all services. If you keep it in single class, it will be difficult. Single, so we not do that. We can use for based on the separate. Okay, fine. Now, once you analyze, decided completely requirement, we need to start. The first, you got key point. This is workflow. That's called case type. How we need to create the, we first, if you want to implement the case type, means I want to declare the case type name in the Pega platform. First of all, I will go for manual process when I did 6 point X and 5 point X. But now Pega will do automatically, because if I go directly automation way, how it is going the back end, you not understand. Generally, nowadays everything will do the automation way, but how it is coming, if you ask me question, I'm not able to go answer. This will happen the back end. So instead of that, what we can come the reverse direction. We'll go for the first manual, how they build the process flow. Once you understand manual process, then will come the automation way. So then I can show that the system will be created automatically. Then how it is created, what are things will be used, because we already know that you build manually. So our plan is first will come the reverse direction. So first we'll see that how they build the process flow by manually. That's okay. Finally, first if you want to do that, first I want to create the business objects functionalities on your application or in your application. How to create it? Go for case type. You know already what the meaning of case type is: a combination of to build a presentation layer, business logic layer. Then the add case type. So click add case type for declaring of your process flow. So once you identify the is there in your requirement process flow for making of automation process. So first I want to declare the case type. How to create the case type on Pega platform? They'll ask into point of question also. Simple, sometimes basic they will ask you questions. Dev Studio and case type, we have add case type option is there. By clicking of this, we are going to creating of case type for your application. Case type is nothing but it's like work type, workflow, process flow. It's abstract. So once you create the case type, the backend automatically. So I want to create. So tell me one function. So loan. If you want to loan, first I need the account in this bank, Bank of America. So first I want to I want this is a new functionality. So we don't have that. So first let's go build a new account functionality, new account process, or customer account process, whatever. So first new account or saving account, different types of account, right? Saving account process. Understand, I will put it. Select advanced settings. What is this? This functionality we are going to declaring either application layer or organization layer. Means organization layer means buffer iPhone. Under that, if we create this functionality, it is organization layer. But now organization iPhone application for work, it means that is a inside the application layer, business logic layer we are going to creating. Let's like if we declare in the organization layer, this functionality I'm going to use for the multiple applications. Other, if we're creating within the application level, it will be using only the particular application. But direct inheritance means is completely it is expecting the relation from the Pega product. So Pega product means business logic layer. What is the class name? Work hyphen cover. We need to give it because why is given cover? Cover is a child, right? Child class for your work hyphen. But pattern inheritance, this is within our application family hierarchy. I want to get the relationship from the Pega product to my application. That is called direct instead. We need to give the work hyphen cover hyphen. This is pattern our application hierarchy. This functionality I'm going to creating in this core application, that is the loan rule set. In this highest version is the 01 is locked, 02 version. We need to give these inputs and click the submit button. Now we are going to creating and registering with this name your service name or functionality name that's called new saving account process. When you are creating case type, is there any backend Pega is created any rules? I want to know. Each service, first if you want to provide the service, first I need to implement it. For implementing of means I need to declare the business service. First I need to declare all the things. I want to maintain every service separate template. So we need to separate class. So Pega will create automatically class rule to implement these services in your application. Wait, it's going right now. Every case step, whenever you adding for the case step, it means in a business service, business functionality for declaring, implementing, executing. For that, we will create separate place inside the business logic layer is a part of the application. For that, Pega will create the separate class. The class is a concrete abstract, is a concrete. Why? You are declaring inside the application level. That is going to you are executing. So it means that a concrete class. I'll show you that. Still going. Why is taking this much time? Yeah, taking this loading. So if you are using multiple teams, then we can select the branch rule set. I'm not using. I'm going to developing only one team, so I don't want branch rule set. We can directly use your application rule set. Generally, it won't take much time here in a real-time level. Okay, it will create quickly. Otherwise, we can do refresh. It's great. Yeah. Now it's created case type in our application. After adding of case type, see that there are three dots are there. Select that option. You can see that what are the options will be there. So you need to by heart these all options. Okay, you have to remember. Suddenly they'll ask you intro point of level how to create the case type. You know that I know well because of I'm just doing off proxies for all the people, right? So I have we are getting this kind of questions also from other people. How to add child case type? What do you mean child case type? When you will create the what scenario? When you have account, then I can give you debit card. I make the same thing. When I'm going to giving off, if you want to provide the account for you for the bank, they will do BGV. So it means that is there any process started in the once the process will be started, so I can say in the middle of once the process started, then after that is there any process will be starting along the process. So it means that in the middle. Now for account purpose I applied, then that I submitted my all information, then they will start one more process called BGB process. So without completing of the main process, in there is some sub process will be started. It need completed, then only the main process will be based on the status. Then the main process will be completed. So it's a dependency. So very simple. Is there any two process flows will have the dependency? Those dependency will when means then you need to give the relationship parent and child relationship. Parent and child relationship because dependency. So even the BGB candidates,
Sir,
we need to get the all. Yeah, tell
BGB
me.
means
Background
BGB
process.
means
BGB. Background process. Background verification here. Background verification, right? They have to check it based on BGB is good. Then only they will create the account, right? Otherwise, when your BGB is not good, they won't provide you. Maybe you took multiple accounts, then loan something, but you're not paying properly. So not something is cases will be there with you. Then they'll stop something, right? Loans process whatever. So once the BGB is good, then only they will process background verification. Okay, no background verification. So like this, some same thing. Once you have the account, then only I can give the debit card. Otherwise, I can't provide, right? So it is a. It means that it is also we can consider. But this one thing here one thing. But this is not dependence. I can I mean dependent in the sense I can use saving account information to the debit card. But once the saving account is completed, then only I can provide the debit card. But BGB means until complete the BGB, they won't give you save account also. This is the relationship BGB and saving account. So it means that is a parent and child relationship. So is a dependency without completing of the sub process. I won't. The main process won't be end or won't continue or execute whatever. So this kind of relationship I need to add the child case type and before creating of child case type, okay, we'll create it BGV process. Additional settings, again directed inheritance is standard syntax work hyphen. Here is we need to go the parent one is new saving account process submit. So as of now for two services we created two case types. BGB also with the step by step a single actor multiple actor account of same. How many actors will be there for I want account I'm the customer and particular bank agent, then manager, finance department. The four actors will be involved to complete this process. Every actor will have different responsibilities. For doing of their responsibilities, they can do screens are required. BGB is created and how to add child case type. Okay, we can remove the case type. You can remove it, but question when you can remove the case type, the back end rules still will be there. Rules because Pega knows only rules here. They don't know any other language. If you are doing something here, if you're not creating you're doing functionality, but you're not creating any rules. Mean that backend Pega is creating the rules. For creating of this case type, what are the rules will be created at the backend? If you want to know answer, go for how we can identify by using of application explorer refresh. See that under this application layer, there is a new account process under that BGV hierarchy. See the tree hierarchy. Now, when you add the first this one, this is the class. The first rule will be created when you add the any case type, any process flow. To declare the process flow, I want a separate place for declaring for that we need to Pega will create the first rule class rule that is will be available under sysadmin category. There's a class rule will be there. So if you open this class is your concrete class. Inside the application level, first the work application iPhone, organization iPhone, application iPhone work. It is a concrete class only because I'm going to execute the functionality here. So this concrete class is belongs to is a class group. What do you mean class group? There are three options are there. Doesn't belongs to class group, belongs to class group. First I'll tell you that if a group doesn't belongs to class group, as of now is a class group, is a concrete class. So creating of object. This object I need to store in the backend. If you click test connection, so only concrete class it is available. This class is mapped PC underscore work table. So it is standard tables. I think I told you 2 days back we have multiple tables, but at least few names you need to. So PC underscore work hyphen is a standard table, Pega product table. This table is used to store case information. By default, it will be stored here. And PC underscore assign underscore work basket, it is used to store work basket information. PC underscore PC means process command, mean that business process management tool related information. Your business information, business process information will be storing here. PC underscore assign underscore work list. It will be used to store the work list information. What do you mean difference between the work basket work list? Work list will be controlled by the developer. Work basket will be controlled by the manager. Manager will take the assignments from the their basket, and assigning to the particular who are working under him. He is going to assign to the particular operator work list. PR underscore other. It is also standard table. It is used to store the case information. Why same two table? Same information storing the two tables? No. This is first one before why they introduce class group. Before class group, your all concrete classes will be storing in this table only. But here problem will be there. We have 1,000 services, 1,000 concrete classes will be created in our application. Separate. So each concrete class will create one object. So 1,000 concrete classes means 1,000 objects. These all 1,000 objects I'm going to take and storing inside the PR underscore other table. So what happened here? Problem 1,000 times hitting the database server. First one of the problem. Suppose you want to retrieve all the information 1,000 times. I'm hitting the database server. The same thing 1,000 records is storing in this table. It means it is occupying more space in the database side. Before class group, we are facing this kind of issues. Now they introduced to avoiding of these problems. What they did, right? These all 1,000 concrete class objects they put within a single group. Taking at a time single group and bringing at a time also. Then the same thing, single group they're storing as a single record. So we are saving the data also here, space, database space also. So class group introduced here to improve the application performance in the class structure level. How? Class group is nothing but a group of only concrete class objects. Only concrete class objects we are calling class group. The first concrete class we need to make is a class group. After that, whatever you are creating all case types classes, those all are the belongs to class group. See that. If it doesn't belongs to class group, if we give this, it will be mapped PR underscore other table. I don't want. So here information will be stored as a group, a list of records stored as a group, but here list of records will be stored as individually. Is a joint family, is a nuclear family. So it will be difficult, you know that. When you go for all giant family, we can save a lot of things. But when you go for nuclearly, you know that for every family we need required. So what is the problem, you know? So that's why they introduce here class group. So intro point of question, what is the class group? Why you need class group? So the first, when you create the case step to declare this functionality, they will create the class. After that, there are some other categories: data model, process, reports. What is purpose of they created these categories? I'll talk to you later. The first main is here. This the concrete class will be created to declare that functionality in this template. This is the class rule name. It will be stored in this rule set. This in which version I can see here. Like this, for your user story, how many process flows we have, we need to create all the case types. After that, we need to build the this process flow. Generally, everywhere is not only Pega. To build to developing of our application, there is a hierarchy will be there. First, we need to create the foundation application. After that, they will start the first development which will start with the database layer. Simple. Once the database is completed, they will go for the presentation layer medium. After that, they will come to business logic layer complex. Then it is complete. They will go for the advanced features and is integration features. This is the hierarchy of the completely everywhere, not only Pega. So the same formula we are going to use here also. For your functionalities, you already know in this functionality what are the steps are there, who are the actors will be involved. To storing of this information, we need some tables. Question now only you told me that this information will be stored already. Pega product tables again why you are creating already this third time I'm going to repeating this statement because already I told you about class rule set. The same thing we don't have rights these tables Pega product tables not they release for your application. We don't have rights to modify these tables. So even we don't have even weave also. So what we can do, what they're saying that I can save the information back and that's okay, but you, for your control purpose of your data application data, please create your own tables on me in my database or internal database or external database. As of now, we are using internal database only. We are not connected any external database. Internal, externally, what do you meaning that? Suddenly they'll ask you, what do you mean internal database only? So is a part of the product is internal. Is not a part of the database in a product is external. As of now, we have internal product of inside the product. We have the internal database. It's called Progress SQL. If we talk, we can say that Pega PRPC database. So in that, we need to create your own tables for storing of application information. Okay. So we need to start the to developing of the database layer first part. What are the tables are required to store this information? We need to develop the database layer for your application. So I already told that generally what will be there. We need to create the tables, add the columns, insert the data, and do all operation, CRUD operation, right? Creating, inserting, deleting, updating. These are kind of do all operations. We need to know some query language. But to come into Pega without knowing any database backend languages, I can design the best structure, database structure for your application. This will see that tomorrow. So tomorrow we are going to see that how to developing of the database layer. So we are going to start the development from with the database layer. So what first we need to create the what are the functionalities. We need to create the function case types in the application, and don't start the development. First complete the database layer, after that come to presentation layer, then go for the business. That how we can start first. Before that we need to finish this one. That how to develop, we'll see that tomorrow this one. Okay, do you have any questions?
Yes, sir. Sir, can you provide Pega material, sir? PDF.
Yeah, I will send you here. I'll send you that. Sure.
Why? Because, sir, if if we search in Google, they provide so many things, sir. That's why
That's
result is
also okay,
very
fine,
big.
good. But I'll share you. That's also good.
Yes, sir.
If you start your own analyzing, that will be never forget what you're getting information instead of copying my. But I can share you my thing. That do that better. Follow same way. I can share you my documents also. But even though do the same way, then that is good
Yes,
for you also. Because in future, when you
yes,
go for
sir.
the project, you never forget. There is no dependency. Complete. You will think it about your own.
Yes, yes.
Okay, guys. Okay, we'll meet you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you, sir.